Okay. So for our test, there's three main skills, I would say. First main skill is I to the multiple higher powers. So first off, you need to know I is the square root of negative 1.
I squared equals -1.
Excellent. I squared is negative 1. I to the third is
Equals
negative
Negative
square root
Yeah.
negative 1. And I to the fourth,
zero.
no, it's
One,
I,
just one, one, one.
just
But it's
positive
zero
1.
when you do the other thing, right?
Good.
Okay.
So if I have a higher power, let's say like I to the 120, I don't know.
Take the
3.
number and divide it by 4.
So you're going to take this number, 123, divide by 4. You're going to get, in this case, this will be 30.75, okay?
You're not going to give us decimals on the test, right?
No, you need to be able to handle the decimal. This is how you handle it,
How'd
though,
you
okay?
know that?
So from 30 to 4, what I'm going to do is do 30 times 4, right? That's going to give me
That actually gives
120.
you what the I is by, actually.
Exactly. So you're going to do 123 minus the number you found here, 120.
And then that gives you
3.
Y's.
So this I 123 matches our I third. So this will be negative square root negative
It's going
1.
to either be, the answer is either going to be 1, 2, 3, or 4.
No, when you do this subtraction thing,
Yeah.
you're going to have 1, 2, 3, but 4 minus 4 turns out to be 0. So this
You're
won't
gonna have
cause
the
0.
answer is either going to be 1, 2, 3, or 0.
Yes.
Okay.
And when you subtract, if you do it
Would you
correctly.
like a multiple choice thing?
I probably will just put in the shark. Okay, I could do it as multiple choice. That's
Multiple
fine.
What do you mean multiple choice?
I'll just put the options here, and then you just circle which one it is. Okay. All right. So that's the first version. Again, I can put you I to whatever power. It doesn't matter. Second version is just adding and subtracting i's and multiplying i's. So let's say you had like I 3i plus 2 minus I minus 4. And this, you distribute the negative. 3i plus 2 minus I
Why does it look like you
plus 4. They're not multiplying. I'll do multiplying next, okay? I'll do FOIL
What
next.
is that?
That's a minus sign in the middle.
But I'm saying why wouldn't you like FOIL but then also
When you FOIL, and the next one I'll do, let's just do 2 plus 3i. This is next to each other. There's a minus sign here. And 4
there's
minus
wait.
6i.
So if there's a negative, that's that's the only time.
Or plus, it could be a plus sign in the middle.
And then you distribute the positive one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Positive one doesn't change much, but yeah.
Right.
All right, so then you just combine like terms. 3i minus I is 2i. 2 plus 4 is 6. Usually you want to rewrite it as 6 plus 2i. You usually want the I as the second part, real number first part. If you forget to do that, I'm not going to take points off, but it's just more proper grammar-wise in math, okay? In this one, we're going to FOIL. So 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times negative 6 is negative 12i. 3i times 4 is plus 12i. This was not on purpose, but it's funny. And then 3i times negative 6 is negative 18i squared. Very important, I squared. Since we know I squared, I cancels out to I squared
Positive 18.
negative 1, which will cause this to be a positive 18. And also, negative 12i plus 12i cancel out to 0. So in this case, 8 plus 18, 26. Now, not always the middle cancel out. This has happened to be.
But not always will the answer has to not have an I in it.
No, not in this case. It happens that the middle canceled out. Let me just make one that doesn't cancel out in the middle.
So just change the number to 13 to 12.
Let me just put new numbers just to actually show the whole problem. So 2 plus 3i, and then 3 plus 2i.
So just FOIL, and then you bring all the numbers up.
Yep.
So it's 2, 3, so that's 6. 4 plus 4i, plus 9i,
Good.
plus
6i squared. Don't forget the square. A lot of people do. So this is going to become a negative 6. In this case, actually, the normal numbers cancel out. I did not intend that. But either way, this one is going to be 13i, and then 6 and negative 6.
Because you're adding, it's not I squared, only when you're multiplying?
You're adding, yes. It's only I stays. Only multiplying changes how many i's you have. So it's just 13i. All right. And then the last one is the fixing the bottom of the fraction. So you have either this version, let's say 6 plus 2i over, let's say 3i. So this version, it's always dictated by what's on the denominator. And in this case, 3i being on the denominator means you're going to use the simple version where you multiply the top and the bottom just by I. Because remember, the only problem we have with this thing is that there's an I in the bottom. Not necessarily an I on top. If the I is on top, that's okay, but I in the bottom is the problem.
So I squared, so it becomes 3i squared just cancels out. So it becomes 3.
6 plus
6i plus 2i.
6i plus 2i squared.
Yeah. I always forget that squared.
Don't forget it. And then this is 3i squared.
3i squared.
So all our I squares become negative 1.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
So it becomes 6 minus 2 and then negative 3.
6i
6i
minus 2 over negative 3. Check if you could take out anything from all these numbers. You can't.
6, no?
No, you have to be all 3 because there's a minus sign in there.
Just leave it.
So you're good there. Okay. Now that's
Can you do one more where like that 3i would be on the top and the bigger one would be in the bottom.
perfect. Let's do the reciprocal. So let's do 3i over, let's flip the script, right? 6 plus 2i. So in this case, remember, the bottom dictates what you do. So in the bottom, in this case, is what we call binomial. There's 2 parts to it. So because of that, we're going to have to multiply the top and the bottom by its conjugate, which is 6 minus 2i, 6 minus 2i. So it's the same thing, just with a minus sign, okay? On the top, we could distribute 18i minus 6i squared over, and the bottom we're going to FOIL. Now, every time you FOIL something like this, where it's 6 plus 2i, 6 minus 2i, plus minus in the middle is changed, but all the numbers are the same, it will always result in something interesting. Minus 12i, plus 12i, minus 4i squared. Always in this situation, the i's in the middle will cancel out. Always the i's in the middle cancel out. Which means when you do these kind of situations, you can know or skip right to the end. You know it's going to be 36 because it's 6 squared. It will be minus 4i squared, which will eventually become plus 4 because this is I squared. That's negative 1.
Wait, I'm so lost. How do you get 36 minus 12i plus 12i?
I FOIL. 6 times 6. 6 times negative 2i. 2i times 6. 2i.
Cancels out.
The middle cancel out, yeah.
No, I'm saying it's a positive and a negative.
Yeah, they cancel out. That's why I crossed them out.
Yeah, wait, how'd you get 30? No, I'm talking about above it.
Here?
Yeah.
What about it? I haven't done anything yet in this situation. This is I'm multiplying to get this.
Oh, okay. Wait, you have to first solve that to get the bottom. Okay.
6 times 6.
You just FOIL with this?
You just FOIL with this. And there's a shortcut to it, and I'm trying to explain that, but if you don't see the shortcut, always just FOIL.
6 and 6.
So 36 plus 40, or 36 plus 4, will be 40. Then this is negative I, this is I squared, so negative 1. So positive 6, let me write that. 18i plus 6 over 40. Can there any number I could take out of all 3 numbers here?
6?
Not a
No,
6,
6 is not 40.
but I could take out a 2 at least, out of everything here. So 9i
30.
plus 3 over 20.
Why'd you divide by 2?
You should simplify as much as possible. And the instructions will say simplify. And that's all 3 things. Pretty quick test, pretty easy grade.